Okay, good morning to everyone. We're going to open the meeting at this time, and we say welcome to you all. And we will acknowledge you all as members of this committee, and we will ask Mr. Elmore to at least say who he is.
George Elmore, committee member.
And Paul Dumars, chair of this committee.
Heather Frederick, Chief Financial Officer.
Leanne Evans, Treasurer.
Blair Littlejohn from the Office of General Counsel.
And online, we have Stephanie Callert, Sandra Greenberg, and Patrick Franklin.
Good morning to all of you. Okay, with that, do we have any public comments? Hearing none, we'll move to approval of the minutes.
I move to approve them.
Second.
Second, Patrick Franklin.
Our minutes have been approved. Are there any questions? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
No opposes. Okay, with that, we're going to new business, and I'll turn it over.
So what we have today is the final report for the FY22 IROC. Let me make this a little bit bigger. You can see that we had planned to collect $230 million, and that included $4.6 million that we had to carry forward from the prior year that we didn't spend. So it's a total of $230 million between district operated and charter schools. We ended up paying out nearly 13,000 teacher supplements for a total of almost $117 million. Nearly 800 elementary art, music, and PE, choice and career academy teachers. Spent $17 million on mental health and $16 million on security. So the total amount that was allocated and set aside was $235 million, so we spent more, $4.8 million more than what was required. What I do want to highlight is there's $8 million under the charter schools that we have to carry forward to next year because that was unspent. So it doesn't necessarily mean they didn't have expenses during the last year. They didn't submit them to us prior to the end of the year because we don't allocate the funds to the charter schools until they actually submit for reimbursement with allowable and eligible expenses. So we have that $8 million set aside in our FY23 budget for the charter schools to spend. So are there any questions?
Yes.
I move we approve the finance report for the past year.
Can we get a second, please?
A second, Sandra Greenberg.
So it's been properly moved and second that we would approve the information we have before you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, moving on.
Okay, so the next item is the official resolution of support of the IROC committee to support the continuation of the 1 mil referendum, which will be on the ballot on November 8th. And so it's, you have a copy. It's just documenting the actual support of the IROC so that we could provide that to the community members, that this committee is supportive of us, the school district going back to the voters and continuing to request for that 1 mil referendum for the next 4 years.
Okay.
We need to approve it?
Yes.
All right. Move approval of the bond issue for the 1 mil extension.
It's just the resolution of support. Yeah.
All right. For the resolution of support of the item on the November ballot.
Second, Patrick Franklin.
Okay, it's been properly moved in second that we would accept this resolution endorsing the school district of Palm Beach County one meal plan. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Okay, we'll move on to the next item.
Okay, so the next item is the selection of the chair, and then also the vice chair. So the policy 1.09 requires the committee to select a chair and vice chair at the first meeting after the start of the school year. We'll start with the selection of the chair. An advisory, yeah,
All right. I'm sorry, Heather.
that's okay. An advisory committee member selected by the committee can serve up to 4 consecutive years. The current chair, Mr. Dumars, has served for 3 years, so he does have the ability to serve for 1 more year. So-
I nominate Mr. Dumas for that year, the 4th year.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second that,
Are there any other nominations?
I'm sorry.
Hearing none, so all in favor, say aye. And
Aye.
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 all right,
I should,
also, congratulations.
thank you.
So the next item is the selection of the vice chair. There is no term limitation on the vice chair. And so our
I
current vice chair is Mr. Elmore.
I nominate Mr. Elmore. He has all the wherewithal. He knows everything, so I think he's excellent.
I'm getting kind of old now, be careful.
Are there any other nominations? No. So hearing none, all in favor of Mr. Elmore as vice? Second? Oh, sorry, I need a second. Mr. Dumars?
Yes, I will second.
All right, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so that was unanimous, so congratulations on your term as vice chair. And then I wanted to thank the committee for their support of the continuation of the 1 mil. This represents, over 10% of our operating budget, provides significant funding to teachers. Those with more than 10 years of experience receive $10,000. It's a tremendous recruitment and retainment for our district in terms of teaching staff. And so we want to, in addition to the nearly 800 teachers that this funding supports, so we want to, and as well as mental health and security. So thank you very much to the committee for overseeing this funding and also the support of the continuation of it.
One quick question on the charter schools. Is the 26 million generally what it's going to be every year?
It will generally be, it's a proportional amount based on their percentage of our student population district-wide. And so it could slightly increase or decrease based on the actual, but it will be around that amount, yes.
Not up from the past and all that then?
No, we did not have to go back. Actually, I need to give that back over to Mr. Littlejohn to give an update on that lawsuit because it is still in process, I believe.
Still pending on the retroactive piece for the first 2 years. It's in front of the District Court of Appeal right now. The briefs were all submitted a week and a half ago, I believe. And the parties have asked for oral argument, so we're waiting to hear from the court about whether they will entertain oral argument or they will just rule on the pleadings.
Okay, thank you.
But we do have them included in our budget going forward. So this was the first year that FY22 was the first year we allocated funds, and they're included in FY23. And like I said, we have the $8 million that they didn't spend set aside in the budget for next year.
Okay, so, sorry. So our next meeting is November 8th, is it?
No, it's November 4th, but we
4th.
do believe we're going to have a conflict with a conference, so we're working on an alternative date that I'll be sending out to the committee.
Right, we're looking at November 11th.
Okay.
Yeah, because we do try to keep the ISOC meetings and the IROC meetings on the same day. And-
Yes.
Yeah, so I do apologize that we weren't able to do that this time, but it was important that we had the resolution approved and the support by the committee. So we're looking at November 11th, so I'll send out an email as soon as we finalize that date.
When's Election Day?
November 8th.
8th, okay, all right, we're far enough away from that chaos then, okay.
Yeah, so we'll be after, and it probably is better to be after, so we can hopefully celebrate. So,
We have any other business? Hearing none, we will adjourn this meeting.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
Thank you, good. Quick as
Thank you. Have a
usual.
good day.